Hello everyone, and welcome to this inspiring video on a deep and powerful topic. Today we're going to explore a question that many people wonder about. How can you know if you are anointed by God? Are there specific signs, hidden clues in our daily lives that might reveal God has chosen us to carry out His work? We'll be looking at 5 biblical signs that show you are likely anointed by God. So, open your heart, open your mind, and let's dive into the scriptures together. Have you ever felt a nudge on your heart, a whisper in your soul that perhaps there's a greater purpose for your life? Maybe you've experienced moments of clarity where it felt like God Himself was speaking to you. These moments are not coincidences, they are divine appointments. Today we will uncover the signs that show God's anointing on your life. It's a journey that will bring awareness and encouragement, and I believe it will resonate deeply with your spirit. As we explore these signs, remember that God's anointing is a powerful, transformative force. It's about more than just feeling special. It's about being called for a divine purpose. Every one of us has a unique role in God's grand design, and recognizing these signs can help us walk more confidently in our faith. So let's embark on this journey together, seeking to understand the beautiful ways God may be anointing you for His glory. The first sign that you are anointed by God is a clear calling. Let's look at the example of Moses in the book of Exodus. Moses was an ordinary man leading a simple life as a shepherd, until he heard the voice of God speaking to him from a burning bush. In Exodus chapter 3 verse 4, it says, God called to him from the middle of the bush, Moses, Moses. This specific calling is often a sign that God has a particular mission for you. Maybe you felt a strong desire, an inner calling to serve, guide, or help others. That's often God reaching out to you to fulfill His will. Moses' life changed dramatically from that moment. He went from tending sheep to leading an entire nation out of bondage. This clear calling was not just a momentary feeling but a profound shift in his life's direction. If you've experienced a defining moment where you felt God's voice urging you towards a specific path, that's a significant indicator of divine anointing. These callings are often accompanied by a sense of urgency and purpose that you can't easily shake off. It's important to recognize that God's calling might not always come through dramatic events like a burning bush. Sometimes it's a gentle whisper in your heart, a persistent thought, or a series of circumstances that point you towards a particular direction. Pay attention to these signs. They are God's way of communicating His plans for you. When you embrace this calling, you'll find that your life takes on new meaning and direction, aligning with God's divine purpose. Another sign of anointing is a supernatural peace in difficult moments. Remember Daniel in the lion's den in Daniel chapter 6. Although Daniel was condemned to death, he remained calm and confident. He was protected by God because he was anointed to accomplish great things. This peace is a sign of trust in God and a mark of His anointing. If you feel a deep, unshakable peace that carries you through times of adversity, that's a sign that you are walking under God's protection. Daniel's peace in the lion's den was not a natural response to danger, it was a divine assurance that God was with him. This kind of peace transcends understanding and is often evident in those who are anointed by God. When you are facing trials and yet feel a profound sense of calm, it's a testament to God's presence in your life. This peace acts as a shield, protecting your heart and mind from fear and doubt. In our everyday lives, we may face various challenges, health issues, financial struggles, relationship problems. But if you find that you can maintain your peace and trust in God through these storms, it's a powerful sign of His anointing. This peace is not something you can muster on your own, it's a gift from God that comes with His anointing. Embrace it, and let it be a reminder that God is with you, guiding and protecting you every step of the way. Chapter 3. The third sign is the spiritual and physical strength that God grants those He anoints. In the book of Judges, Samson is a clear example of this supernatural strength. In Judges 15:14-15, filled with God's strength, Samson was able to defeat 1,000 men with just the jawbone of a donkey. While we're not all called to fight battles like Samson, the spiritual strength God gives us enables us to face challenges we could never overcome on our own. If you feel an extraordinary ability to overcome spiritual or emotional trials, it's a sign that God is upholding you. Samson's strength was not just about physical power, it was about the divine enablement to fulfill God's purpose. Similarly, when you are anointed, you receive strength to accomplish tasks that seem impossible. This strength manifests in various ways: emotional resilience, spiritual fortitude, and sometimes even physical endurance. It's God's way of equipping you to carry out His will. Think about the times when you've faced seemingly insurmountable obstacles. If you found that you could push through, even when you felt you had no strength left, that's a sign of God's anointing. This supernatural strength is a testament to God's power working in and through you. It's a reminder that you are never alone in your struggles. God is with you, providing the strength you need to fulfill His purpose. Chapter 4. Another sign that you are anointed is the gift of wisdom and discernment. King Solomon is the perfect example of this gift. In 1 Kings 3:9, Solomon asks God for wisdom to govern his people. In response, God grants him not only wisdom but also prosperity and the respect of all nations. Those who are anointed by God often receive the ability to see beyond appearances and understand deep truths. If you feel a great wisdom in your decisions, or if others come to you for guidance, that may be a sign that God has placed His anointing on you. Solomon's wisdom was renowned and sought after by people from all over the world. This divine wisdom allowed him to make just and fair decisions, leading his people with righteousness. If you find that you have an uncanny ability to solve problems, offer sound advice, or understand complex situations, it's a sign of God's anointing. This wisdom is not just human intelligence. It's a divine gift that enables you to navigate life's challenges with grace and insight. In your daily life, this might look like making wise choices in difficult situations, offering guidance to those in need, or understanding God's will in various circumstances. When others recognize and seek out your wisdom, it's a confirmation of God's anointing on your life. Embrace this gift and use it to serve others and glorify God. Your wisdom is a light that can guide others on their journey of faith. Chapter 5. Finally, one of the deepest signs of divine anointing is a passion for justice and sincere love for others. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, is the ultimate example of this anointing. In Luke 4:18, Jesus declares, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because He has anointed me to bring good news to the poor." Jesus constantly showed compassion and love for the oppressed, the sick, and the outcasts of society. If you feel this same desire to help others, to fight injustice, or to spread God's love, that's a powerful sign of divine anointing. Jesus' ministry was marked by His unwavering commitment to justice and compassion. He healed the sick, fed the hungry, and stood up for the marginalized. If you find that your heart aches for those who are suffering and you are driven to make a difference, it's a sign that God's anointing is upon you. This passion is not just a fleeting emotion, it's a deep, abiding drive to bring God's love and justice to the world. In your life, this might manifest as a calling to work in social justice, volunteer for charitable causes, or simply show kindness and compassion in your everyday interactions. When you act out of love and a desire for justice, you are reflecting God's heart. This is a powerful sign of His anointing, and it's a way to bring His kingdom to earth. Embrace this passion, and let it guide you in your actions and decisions. So there you have it, 5 biblical signs that can indicate you are anointed by God: a clear calling, inner peace despite trials, supernatural strength, the gift of wisdom, and a passion for justice. Remember that divine anointing doesn't mean life will always be easy. On the contrary, like Moses, Daniel, Samson, Solomon, and Jesus, those anointed by God often face challenges and trials, but through it all, they accomplish powerful works for the glory of God. If you recognize these signs in your life, remember that you are not alone. God is guiding you and walking with you every day. Take courage, keep moving forward, and let yourself be led by His will. God's anointing is a precious and powerful gift. It's a sign that He has chosen you for a special purpose, and He will equip you with everything you need to fulfill it. Embrace these signs, lean into God's presence, and trust that He is working through you. Your journey may not always be easy, but it will be filled with meaning and purpose, guided by God's hand. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of God's anointing. If this video has touched your heart, please share it with others who may need this encouragement. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. May God bless you and guide you on your journey.